Well, we are saying goodbye to the Poplar Ridge lean-to. And good morning, everybody. I had a good stay all by myself last night. I mean, not even any folks in a tent. I just stayed in the shelter by myself. So yeah, we've got a pretty big day today. We're starting out kind of early. It's about 10 till 6, and the path today is going to be, I'd say, very diverse. We've actually got more downhill than we have uphill, but we've got a lot of both, if that makes any sense. But we're going to have a bit of a bump, probably 300 or 400 feet up to begin with, and then we're going to start a pretty significant downhill. And we've got a couple of big climbs. Probably one's about 1,500 feet. The other one's a little bit more than that. We have one that's over 3,000 feet in total in elevation, and then another one that's over 4,000 feet in total elevation. And unfortunately, most of those come at the end of the day. And we've got a total of a little over 13 miles to get today, so it's a little bit more. So this is one of those days, definitely, I think, when I've got the opportunity to hustle, I need to be hustling, right? And going as fast as I can when I have that opportunity. So that's the plan for today. We're gonna take it on up the trail and start pressing on, and we'll keep you posted. I know it's gonna be a pretty day. It's gonna get warm again, probably low 80s, 83, 84 degrees, which is really warm around here. And we will very likely get a few views from some of these ridge tops. So we'll see. Hope everybody has a great day. We'll catch up with you real soon. All right, folks, we're almost 3 miles into the day. I think I finally have reached one of those creek or river crossings, or whatever you call them, that you don't have a bridge, you can't do the rock hop, and you're just going to have to ford it. So I'm going to be walking the next 15 miles. No, I'm sorry, next 12 miles with some wet feet, because I don't see, there's a way to make across most of it, but I can't jump that center. So let's see what we can get done. I'm gonna put the camera up, so I don't need to be dropping it in the water. All right, we're across. No big deal. Just at some point you just say, this is crazy. I'm wasting a lot of time and taking a lot of chances trying to rock hop, so let's just go. So we got wet feet, but it's okay. Let's keep pressing on. We got the big hill to climb. All right, folks, that's where we're headed. That's not straight up, but it's pretty close. Oops. We got about 1,700 feet of climbing in the next 2 miles. All right, everybody, we made it to the peak of Lone Mountain, elevation 3,280 feet. This was our first big climb for today. We're 6 miles from the shelter where we started, right at 6. And we've got about 3 miles to get to our highest peak, which is Spaulding Mnt. And so it's over 4,000 footer. But we've got 3,280 already accomplished here, so I don't think we're going to lose a lot, but we're basically going to bounce across a ridge here and then start up and climb about 800 feet, I would say, to get up to that Spaulding Mnt. Once we accomplish that climb, we'll have this day just about whooped. That's our biggest or highest point of the day. After that, we're going to kind of go along a ridge and start downward towards our pickup point. So we got one more big, tough climb ahead of us. This one's been hard. and long. But we did it, and now we just got to knock out this next one, and we should be in pretty good shape for the day. And it's still 9:30, so we're doing okay. All right, so let's press on, and we'll keep you posted as we see anything cool further down this path. All right, everybody, we've made our climb up to 4,000 feet almost. I say almost because this is the Appalachian Trail that we've been following right here. In order to truly go up to Spaulding Mountain Peak, to be honest with you, you got to follow a Blue Blaze trail, which we all know doesn't necessarily count, up this nasty hill, straight up for 150 yards. Now, I just had an individual come down the hill who's hiking. I asked him, I said, is it worth the climb? He says, it's okay. Well, I'm not going to climb up that mountain 150 yards for it's okay. So we are going to stay on the Appalachian Trail because that is our #1 objective. So we've got a total of 4.4 miles, I think it is now, to make it to our extraction point. And we got plenty of time to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and press on. I'm probably gonna stop whenever I can find a good place to sit down and maybe have some lunch. It's almost noon, and try to get some calories in me. I'm feeling pretty out of gas right now, to be honest with you. So it's gotten hotter. I'm dripping sweat. I need to drink some water and eat some food. So I hope everybody else is having a good day, and we will catch up with you a little further down the path. All right, everybody, we got us a pretty nice view. We're slowly heading downhill and able to catch a nice view of this valley. And it just, I mean, you have to look hard to get any signs that there's civilization here. I mean, this is really remote country. I think I see a road over there. Just a sign of a road there, but other than that, I don't see much at all but wilderness. It's a big country we live in. All right, we'll keep on moving. It's a grouse. All right, everybody, we are still headed down. Pretty rough, rocky stuff kind of on the edge of this hillside or mountainside, but it does give some exposure to some of the other mountains around us, for sure. All right, everybody, we're almost done with our hike today. Right across over this river. Somebody's laid a board out for us, that's helpful. I guess the other thing to let you guys know is that we crossed over the 2,000 mile mark today. I knew it was coming up, and I continued to keep my eyes open along the trail, but I never saw any signs for it. But we're actually, as we speak right now, around 2001.7, so We've passed it up probably almost 2 miles ago. So that's a cool milestone, and feeling pretty good about that. Look at this river. It looks good. Right there looks good enough to jump in right now. To be honest, I am burning up. Temperatures got pretty high today. I'd say probably 85 or 86. And I've been drinking a lot of water and sweating it out just as fast. All we gotta do is cross this old rickety board. I like how they tie a cable to it, so when the water rises and it tries to sweep away, they can pull the board back, never lose the board, I guess. There's the trail, that's where we're going. All right, I'm gonna cross on over. All right, everybody, we made it to the hostel. This is the Hostel of Maine. Pretty phenomenal. In fact, I would say this is very likely the nicest hostel on the entire Appalachian Trail, in my opinion. It's a man and wife owns it, and they are doing a super job at the Hostel of Maine. So today was a great day. We ended up doing, I think in the terms of mileage, was 13.2 miles. Had a couple of pretty decent climbs, but nothing terribly dramatic. I think the biggest challenge for me today was just the heat. We ended up with close to 85 degrees, and I just was sweating, you know. Now, honestly, there were some times when I was climbing the hills, like, I'm just exhausted, you know. And I think there is an element where I've kind of gotten to a place where, you know, everything's kind of compounding in terms of the day-to-day climbing, and unfortunately, it's just kind of taking a bit of a toll. And there's a day coming, probably, for this thing's over where I'm just going to take a day off. I'm kind of hoping it'll rain one day and I can just do that. But so far, the weather's holding up. We're going to get a little bit of rain tomorrow, but I think it's enough to stop me from going. So I hope everybody had a wonderful day. And yeah, we will look forward to catching up with you first thing in the morning from the Hostel of Maine.